Hello. Gonna make sure this is the right microphone real quick. Okay, good. My microphone was off for a second, so sorry for that pause. I'm not expecting a lot of viewers tonight or today, this morning, because I think a lot of you are in school, so not gonna freak out, but again, it's for reviewability. So RGEM's coming out, so we're gonna be taking a look at that as it comes out. Also, I want to review the 6Z GFS. This is the run right here. So not too different from what it's been showing, but if it's looking, I think it looks a little west, perhaps. Yeah, that's right. That's west. Then total snowfall. So they're kind of going weaker with the snowfall, maybe looking like a, bullseye's getting 3 type storm, maybe 4 inches. Some people are forecasting more than that. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee, by the way, if there's ever a pause. So we can review the 6Z and 12Z NAM because the NAM obviously comes out before everything. Probably not, obviously. Actually, you might not know that. So here's the 6Z, and I think it trended east, I want to say. West? I don't know. Keep showing that rain for a few hours. Then snow. Then 3 km. 3 km looks a little better. The snow, in my opinion. Not like it's more accurate, but it just looks like I like that more. I want that to happen. Okay. So that's when you switch over to snow, probably. Maybe. That's really warm right there. Yeah, that's a tough one when that's like that. I don't think that's 1,000 feet though, so that's probably not gonna switch over to sleet. So I would say that's probably snow. Probably snow. Definitely snow. Definitely snow. Definitely snow. Definitely snow. Definitely snow for a long time. That's gonna be sticky snow though if it does, because when it gets really close to freezing, like on the warmer side for just a little bit, the snow starts to stick together. That's when you get the big flakes. If you didn't know that, I believe. Let me see what that term's called. That would be called. I'm trying to think. I forget what that's called. Anyway. Yep, can't figure it out. Okay. I was going to read that book real quick that I've been reading and see if I can find the term because that's where I learned that. But so the wet bulb temperature, can't see it, so it must not be, too off from the actual temperature. Okay, so probably getting more of the RGEM now. Not really. And everything looks a little more north, perhaps. And you can't really look at like much on this one. We can look at this. Yeah, maybe a little north. Haven't seen the 6Z, so I'll view that. That is a little rainy for my liking, not gonna lie. That's a little west for me. Whoops. What is that? Why does it shift east like? Oh, that's when it goes to the low res. So the low res doesn't think it's going to be as far west as the high res one does. So that's the good news. But so it just looks south and slower maybe. But the snow depth isn't going to look good on this. Maybe. Maybe. I lied. Maybe this will trend east. Who knows? All I can do is pray. Check the temp and see if the snow will be like that. Oh, we got more hours here. Yeah, sadly, that looks way north. Like, way north. Okay. Our gem's really slow, so that's the problem. We'll review the Euro. This is the 12Z as far as snow depth, and then this is the 0Z. So it trended east a little bit, actually. Weenies probably won't like that. Let's see. You're 850. Okay, so I'm trying to see where 0. Okay. Like, it's close, but it never wants to bring sleet in, really. So that's good news. Yeah, the line stays a little east off coast. That's the good news. That's why I'm going to move away from the coast one day, because, like, for real, I can't deal with the mixing issues. That's just so annoying. Having that line close just aggravates me a lot. So we're just going to wait on this. Gonna grab my phone real quick. Hopefully this will spit out fast. I know this likes to like lag and take forever, which is really, really annoying. Okay. So surprisingly, I actually kind of like the way the NAM looks, which is like not how it's been going. And the NAM usually goes against what I want, like almost always. The NAM is kind of like my enemy. That's been a joke for a while. But I can't complain. It shows snow for like a long time. As it goes out, 3 inches and the bullseyes right in here. Yeah, this as close as it's gonna get. Like I can't complain at all. And if we look at the RGEM, what was so the 800? Oh, so this was going out far. I want that. I want this line to never cross this red line. I want that to never cross where I live, which is Virginia Beach. Because screw that. Well, it looks like this is going to take forever. We got 20 minutes till the GFS initializes, so. This could take a while, folks. It's going to be boring until things get going. If you're rewatching this, you can go ahead and skip a little bit if you want. I would recommend it. Until you see something happen. Yeah. So this goes out further, but it just doesn't mean anything. Just waiting for more hours. Maybe this RGEM site will go further. Wait, what? I didn't mean to put in snowfall there. Wrong website. So what, we're at hour 18. Yeah, we get more on this. That's 60, so that's probably why. Okay. Wait, is this 12Z? I don't read French, so. I don't like that mixing issue though. Again, I will say it. I don't like that like mix line being there for like hours and hours and hours. We'll have to see. Like that's way west. I'm sure. I don't like that line, man. Yep. Sure enough. You see that 850 millibar red line? That's not good to be anywhere near you. That's going to be mixing issues until there. And then it goes back to. Dang it. That's no good. It's really no good. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. So look, I miss out on all that, and that's where it goes back to below freezing. That kind of sucks. This is out to hour 30. We're not going to get the frozen precipitation one for some reason, so can just scratch that idea. RGEM is my favorite model. Perhaps not anymore. I'm going to hug the euro forever. Because that's the only, well, I can roll with the GFS too because that looks pretty good to me. That's right, till if the GFS comes like west like that, then I'm gonna be scared, like really scared. But until then, I mean, I can't rely on the RGEM. The RGEM is more of like a, I mean, you're looking, you see, that's the 48 hours is about the like long range for this model. So you're going to want to use this within, I would say within 24 hours, but it's still something to acknowledge. And I am terrified of it. Just going to let you guys know of that. We will see. Let's see. Still not getting more. Oh, this is annoying. See how the GFS doesn't take that line even close. See? That's what I can dig, and then NAM gets it close, but it never crosses over, which I am, again, cool with. I will roll with that. These areas would all mix with sleet. Disappointment of a lifetime, basically. That's where it comes in handy to live inland, really. But again, I could dig this too. Oh, please, Lord Jesus. This always makes me so nervous when it's like one model and then I'm like freaking out. Okay, RGEM. Okay, we got the whole thing. We've got the whole thing. Oh, it's just that map. It's just the zoomed in one. We don't have the whole thing. All right, then. You see how that... I don't like that. You see how it... I don't know why it does. The low pressure system isn't even that close. I don't know if I agree with this because the low pressure system isn't even closer. It just likes to pull the warm air in. I'm hoping that that's just bullcrap. That's the only thing I can hope for. Literally the only thing is that that is just wrong. But the precip looks good. I mean, it does have like a hole right over me in the precip where it's going to be like annoying that it's like not doing anything. But I mean, besides that, I mean, the good thing is I know I'm going to get some snow. So it's like, at least I have that to be happy about. But man, that is so annoying. Like, and if you guys want to see, yeah, I'll go back to the sounding. I love soundings, by the way. If you maps don't give you the information that a sounding can. good hardy sounding. So I was mentioning this would create sticky snow right here where it goes like you see this V. That's really cool. It gets really close. And I think anything under 10 degrees, like 5-degree range, really does create sticky snows too. So these are going to be huge flakes when they're first falling. Where this dashed line, everything to the right of that right here is just super sticky snow if it is snow, because it's all just like kind of melting and getting wet, and they're all just getting pushed together. Too much of this can create sleet if it's too close to this line. But I think, just touching this for less than 1,000 feet, I think, I think we'll be good. This is even less than 500 feet, I'd say. This right here. And it might not even be going under it if you look really closely. So, this is getting a little bit too close for comfort again. But, so we might go over to sleet for a little bit. Sleet just makes snow hurt. If you think about it, it just hurts. And this, you can see that gets close too, so that'll be sticky snow right there at the end. Maybe switching over to rain with how slow that descent is. But then, after that, you're just good to go. But it's a lot of that in the beginning of the storm, it looks like. See, I'm willing to bet every dollar that this is rain right here. With how long it's, that's more than 1,000 feet. I think, your switch over to snow is somewhere in between 38 and 39. So we'll see. Yep. That looks pretty accurate. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Snow that it takes up into New England. Let's see what that says. Basically a blizzard for Boston and stuff, man. That's crazy. How's Delaware looking right now? Well, you can see from the models, GFS 60 run. Delaware looks pretty good, unless you're in very northern Delaware. If you're in southern Delaware, I think you're good to go. I would say, according to the NAM especially. NAM, even if you're northern, you're going to get something, but southern, you're going to get blasted, basically. So I'd say it looks pretty good. Euro, you're looking pretty good. So I'd be pretty happy with the way things look if I was in Delaware. Just waiting for the GFS now. It could possibly be getting going, but we'll see. Not yet. I think always 10:30 on the spot it starts. So where that is. So okay, just so I can get an idea, kind of. Oh yeah, so you're right in the middle, kind of northern portion. Okay, north of Dover. I'll remember that. Okay, so I think it's looking pretty good. I wouldn't be too worried. You're gonna see snow if you look at this for hours and hours overnight. So I wouldn't be too worried, especially on this model, the RGEM. But yeah, so I want the RGEM to trend east a tiny bit because this is concerning me a lot. Basically, it's forecasting up until tonight, and that's now casting after that. So tonight will be my last video, most likely, unless I do a 12Z live stream. Okay. Gee, that's good. I don't. The RGEM is annoying me with the way it's like taking so long. Gosh, like could it go any slower sometimes? Sometimes I wonder a lot. Can't wait for this GFS run to just get going. So it's just a waiting game until that, guys. Should be 3 minutes. Okay, the euro. See the trend. This is 0Z yesterday, 12Z, then 0Z again. 0Zs are looking a little bit weaker and west every time. It looks like, I don't know if that's like a thing or that's just, coincidence, but that seems to be the case. Okay. Here we go. And it's out 1 hour. So we'll see. It's initializing. So we will see. Any comments? Nope. Okay. Look at the upper air energy. Can't spot any differences, obviously, so we'll wait on that. Okay, we got another hour. Okay, there we go. Perhaps a little bit east. It's hard to tell at this stage. But because this stage always lies. That's kind of the rule of thumb. It always, will deceive. But I like this tool a lot. You can kind of see it at this level, but this is a little, too low in the atmosphere. The lower the number here, the higher up in the atmosphere it is. That's the general rule of thumb. So, so that's way up in the atmosphere, 250, 500. And if you look at the sounding, actually, you can get a perfect representation of that. Let me see here. If you look at a sounding, you can see right around there. I believe. I'm not like an expert, but New Jersey's looking good. It just depends where. If you're in coastal, northern, southern, it all depends. Definitely a bit east so far, or a bit faster at the very least. And we'll be looking for the CMC to come out. Let me see if the RGEM is finally done. There you go. See, I don't like that. Yeah, no. I don't like that at all. I don't like when people south of me and north of me get more, but then like me, I'm just right there. That's annoying. I am glad that it's showing a lot of snow though, at least, because that's what you can take from it, I guess. But besides that, I can't come up with anything good to say about it. But yeah, it looks a little bit east if you look. Most of the energy is about here, and when I switch it over to 12Z, you'll see it moves east a bit. South Plainsfield, sorry, I've been to New Jersey, but never there. Oh, okay, so you see, okay, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We'll see how it looks. I haven't seen for like New York City and stuff, so we'll definitely pay attention as this model run progresses, and I kind of give you an idea of what they're saying right now. Okay. Still looks east. So you see it was kind of more here, and then in this one it's kind of more on the eastern edge. So, and again, like I said, this likes to lie and kind of give you the wrong idea for some reason, but it does look south. That's for sure. Precip looks north, but you can see the low pressure system. And we will look at let's see what'll be a good what'll be something a good teller. I don't want wind. Cloud friction, dang. Fraction. Yeah, I guess you can just kind of look at this. That's going to be your best guess. But it does look east to me. So this is out to hour 30. And then it looks way west. So again, it likes to lie. But you see this double barrel? This is what I've been talking about. So you see sometimes this is the stronger one. Sometimes this is the stronger one. And that's where that L is going to show up. But so it just so happened that this one showed up on this side of the double barrel, not this one. So that's what that means. It's not something to freak out over. It's not that big of a deal, but because as you can see, the 850 bar 850 millibar temperature doesn't look that different. So that's the easy way to solve that mystery. This is out that, and this still looks east and a little bit north, perhaps. So yeah, this one's off the coast of Florida, and then this one is literally along the coast, and that's for the same hour. So that's how you can see the trend there. So it's either faster or just more east. We'll see. You can't really figure that out without watching the whole run, or at least some more of it. Then CMC will be starting by time this is basically to the point where I'm not interested anymore in the GFS. I'm not starting yet. I'm just making sure. Out to hour 30. Next will be hour 36. I don't know if it'll be like a hurricane. There we go. Okay, so we can see here. So this just looks north. And that's west now. So there we go. A little west. I'll compare it to the RGEM. And it's even west of the RGEM, but the RGEM is hugging this low pressure system. Let's see. And that one's on the left side of the double barrel. So this is where it would be compared to the RGEM. So let me just try to eyeball that. Yeah, so maybe still a little bit west of the RGEM. Not going to lie, which concerns me, but that still doesn't look too bad. So, like I said, that thing likes to lie, where it can look east and then be west. The GFS could use, going a little bit west. So we will see by hour 42. And that pops up. Okay, we got it. I'm still fine with the way that looks. And that's usually 6Z is usually the hour where it looks kind of, you know, like it's gonna mix. So we'll see. Now to here, snow's already accumulating compared to 6Z. Yep, it's gonna be a little chunk west for sure. I don't know if it'll be enough, but for northern people, that's gonna be good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I'm just scared it's gonna keep going, you know? But it says 2 inches already, and then that'll be the end. So it looks a little stronger though, but it gets into this color shading, so it's gonna be close to 3. So let's go here. So you can see the difference, but that's a good trend. And it looks stronger. Yeah, that's stronger too. This could be a big one, guys. This could be a big one. And this one shows less mixing. I like the GFS solution. Not as far as like I think it's the most accurate, but I like the way this one looks for like I wish this will happen. I hope this will happen. Definitely. So again, this would be mixing. And this looks like the most realistic solution. This isn't like too crazy, just, you know, mixing in the beginning for these areas and then very quickly switching over to snow. But I think this is a little bit of like a later solution. This looks to hit later. So I think that plays into like the less mixing issues because it's hitting later in the night. So it's going to be a lot colder on all layers. So I do like this solution and everybody should. Because it's just going to be colder and more chance for snow for everybody, basically. So you should definitely be hoping that this solution works out. And it's not done to that point. So you see 3 inches. Yeah. Okay. So a little bit of purple right there, and we can see the trend definitely a little west. Definitely a little west. Not enough to bring the warm temperatures in. I'll definitely take a look. And that doesn't look any closer. So that kind of plays into my it's just later in the day. Just better in general. It's just better. So definitely a good look there. Definitely a good look there. We'll see if the CMC. Okay, so CMC is coming out as we speak. And there you have it. So it's definitely looking big. My fault. So a little bit less on the accumulations. That's just how it goes. It's never more, obviously. So I want to look at sounding. So we're within 48 hours. This is when things get real, guys. This is when things are getting kind of crazy. So mixing issues for a little bit, you're going to be all snow by now. Look at that, 32, and then every layer. That's some sticky snow, though, like I said, because that stays, you know, within the 5 degrees, and then the lower, you know, that's within 5 degrees of 0. So that's some sticky snow. And this is some really sticky snow if it starts to stick. And then Then it starts to get a little less sticky. This is going to be getting towards like a much finer, fluffier snow where you can kind of throw it in the air and it kind of goes all over the place. Not going to be packable to this point, I don't think. Perhaps. I could go either way, though. And I can get you total snowfall. So it's getting closer. That's about 1 inch for you right now. So you're getting more towards where you want it. I want this to stay where it's at or trend a little bit west, and you do too. So, yeah. Compared to the 60, looks a lot better for everybody. That's good. Okay. CMC's coming out as we speak. Want to make sure the... Okay. CMC likes to stay where it's at. I'm trying to remember where it was at, so I can get it kind of... Okay, so CMC wants to stay where it's at, which I'm fine with, quite frankly. I could use it to be stronger, but I can't complain about that at all. I don't think anybody can, so for that matter. That's the 0Z. 12Z's out to hour 36. That gets kind of close. So a little bit west with that line. Makes me nervous, but we will certainly see what this does. Again, this is out to hour 36 for some reason. So at hour 42, this might be a big hit as long as that doesn't cross the line. That hopefully goes down more. I can't say that I think that's going to happen, but this could be a good hit here. That's going to be heavy amounts for there. I'm looking for like 10 plus amounts on this run. Not saying that I think that's going to happen, but that's what I'm looking. That's what I think this is going to show at the end of the day. I just want to make sure this never crosses that line, and it doesn't look like it is. If you look at the it looks like this is about to push, so I can't say that I think it will, but sadly you can't get CMC soundings. That would be awesome. I want one more hour chunk right now. This is stalling. For some reason, it's just frozen. So we will wait on that. It's these Canadian models, man. They just take forever. And again, they have good sampling on the models right now. I believe much better is what I've heard. So At the hour 0. I can't say it's like. I can say it's west. I was about to say I can't say it's west, but I can now. So. Still can't get this to hour 42, but this is out to hour 66. So compared, much stronger precipitation. For these areas, just that would be absolutely getting destroyed at that point. All that heavy stuff. So this might be a good look, guys. Prepare. If this will ever come out. Again, I'm just worried about this red line. That is my number one concern. This has it starting its rain. I want to see, did that? Yeah, so pretty similar. I mean, you can't really complain either way. I want to see how close was the. Okay, so it goes west, it looks like, after this point. So I think that's as far north as that'll go, and then it'll just should push out, 50 miles. So it looks like if it follows suit, which it most likely will, the low pressure system's going to travel right here, pulling this down. Yeah, I could see how that would just go directly west. I mean, east, of course. Just waiting on it. Again, this is why I hate the CMC, because it loves to do stuff like this. Wow. So, yeah. And out to here. I mean, geez, this is going to be a big run, because that's already at 0.5. So assuming that's snow, you're going to be, okay. So pushes west, and then that's where that goes. Good. I am comfortable with that. That is fine by me. I know I always say that, but the CMC is the worst of the big three, but I don't know if I can ever say I've seen it be like right and then the rest are wrong. I'm sure it's happened before, but it's just not typically what you'd expect to happen. Like the CMC being right. But it can be any of them. And you can see this barrel right here. That's what makes me nervous. Because that is low pressure, obviously. But I don't think it's anything to be too worried about. This isn't wanting to give us anything, any details at all. So it would change over to rain, not sleet. By the way, in this predicament for most areas, because this would be rain right here, freezing rain. Just because this temperature is above 32. So it wouldn't be falling as sleet. Most likely it would be falling as rain as a whole. So will only give us 36 hours. So, oh boy. This is why I hate the CMC, guys. Because it is slow. It'll give us something one of these days, perhaps. Anything more than 36 hours would be helpful. And this is the high resolution model for Canadian. So that should be RGEM, but like prettier. So that let's keep it out there. Oh my goodness. Can it give me any more? We'll be back for the 18Z, by the way. The 18Z model run at 4:30 p.m. So prepare for that. That's what I'll be doing then. Oh, jeez. Temperatures will be frigid. It's gonna like shoot out to like hour 138 or something here in a second. CMC is gonna come out with a big hit though. Oh, here we go. Yes. This is so perfect. Oh, we don't have that yet. One thing at a time, but I'm going to go with, it's going to look like a string of like 5 to 10 inches in all of northeastern North Carolina on this one, and southeastern Virginia Beach, or southeastern Virginia, including Virginia Beach, all the way up the eastern shore, into southern Delaware, into the southern Jersey shore, and pushing towards New York City. Also, that will be extending down into North Carolina further, with some over 10-inch amounts in the middle, possibly even approaching 12, 14, 16 in southeastern Delaware and southeastern New Jersey, possibly areas on the southern shore towards and going towards Norfolk. I think that's where the bullseye will be with this one, with this model run at least. And what do you know? And what do you know? That is just insane, to say the least. And there you go. That's those, 12-inch plus amounts I was talking about. Maybe not going into here, but going into some areas. Yeah, I'll get you guys to south in a minute. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna be doing pretty good. With this model run at least. Let me get you the south view. South. Compared to the GFS, it just looks stronger and more west, I think. Maybe not more west, just stronger. So. There you have it. Bullseye right in there. That's what I like to see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to be doing a stream in 5 hours, 5.5 hours. So I'll see you guys for the 18Z. I'll be doing that like 4:30. So be prepared, guys. Be ready because we're going to do it. And then we're going to do 0Z at 10:30 tonight. So be ready for that as well. Maybe even just 10 streams today. Anyway, see you guys later.